Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Those Crazy Cravings. Today we will be making albondigas. And she will be assisting me once again. I'm going to be pulling out my ingredients and we'll show you guys how we do albondigas our way. Okay you guys, so I went and pulled out my ingredients. I already have the veggies prepped. So I have cut up potatoes and carrots. I have some zucchinis. And I will be adding this into the boiling water that I have already going. Now for the albondigas, the meatballs, we're going to use ground beef, 2 eggs to hold everything together. Now you don't have to cook your rice. You could put them in there raw, but I like to cook mine. I don't know, I'm just weird like that. Just to make sure it's cooked. It's partly cooked, not fully cooked. I do add salt, black pepper, and oregano leaves to my mixture. So right now, we will be going and putting in our carrots and our potatoes. All right, you guys. So once again, cut and wash your veggies. I forgot to mention that. So in this pot, I do have water boiling. I do have minced garlic, and I have 2 jalapenos to give it a good little kick. I did slice my jalapenos in 3 different spots just so it lets out the flavor of the jalapeno. So I'm going to be adding in my carrots first. You want to do it slowly because that sucker will jump and it burns. I'm going to be putting my potatoes. You don't want to let of course, your jalapeno won't probably sink, but just try to make sure it stays at the top. I also did add salt to it, so you add salt to your desire, your liking. So I'm just gonna finish adding these up in there. Oh, son of a gun, that was hot. My finger went in there. Okay, dumped them all in there, and I will be covering it and letting it come to a boil. You're gonna let these partially cook, and they'll be cooking as we get our albondigas. Guys, now I do know that there is one main thing that I always forget to say on my videos every darn time. Wash your hands. After you do anything, please make sure your hands are always washed. I know I have messed up and not said it many of times, but I do wash my hands behind the cameras. I hope that you do too. So I went ahead and put my meat into another mixing bowl, whatever. I'm going to actually add my pepper first, and I love pepper, as you've heard on any other video that uses pepper or calls for pepper. Now, remember that we did add salt to the boiling pot of water. So, I mean, if you love salt, I mean, let your hand fall in with the whole bottle of salt. But we don't use a lot of salt in my house. Now, oregano is one thing that we do use. Now, you want to do it? You want to help me? Sure. Her hands are washed as well. So let me see, but you look at mommy first, okay? You're gonna get it, and you're gonna crumble it.
Crumble it?
Yep, and you're gonna let it fall in there.
Yeah, but mommy.
What?
Could you sprinkle it on my hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle it, and you crumble it together.
Okay, it feels weird.
Okay, crumble it and put it in there. Oh, she didn't crumble it, but you know what? We're gonna eat it anyway. Okay. Now to get those out of the way, woo, feel like I'm gonna sneeze. And our rice, like I said, you don't need to cook it if you don't want to. I just like to kind of cook it a little bit. I mean, there is still some little hard pieces. Like I said, I don't cook it fully because it will cook with the meat and the tongue twister when you put it to cook. So I'm gonna just kind of break that up in there. I'm gonna crack my egg. Put that in there. And again, I'm going to pause to go wash my hands as I mix this. Okay, guys, I'm back from washing my hands. I'm going to mix everything. You can use a wooden spoon or a plastic or like a silicone spoon, whatever spoon that you want to use to mix, you're more than welcome to. I typically like to get in with my hands. You can use gloves. I choose not to. I wash my hands. So here we go. And before you do this, you want to make sure that if you do decide to kind of cook your rice a little, that you let that cool down, because if not, you will cook the egg and you will also be burning your hand. You just want to make sure that you get everything mixed up in there. Okay, you guys. So now what we are going to do, my helper's hands are washed as well, but we are going to get a little handful and just roll it. You can make them whatever size you want. They could be smaller than that. They can be bigger than that. I like good sized meatballs in my soup. Now, another thing that I did forget to say is how much ground beef I did have. To be honest, I went to Costco this morning and I got me a 5-pound ground beef, and I'm only using like 1/3 of it. I'm not making a very big pot just because there is only 6 of us now. Normally, if all our family was here, if all this COVID stuff wasn't going on, quarantine and all that shit, we'd have people over and I'd use the whole 5 pounds to feed everybody. Like I said, go ahead and continue rolling the meatballs. We'll let little Mama's here, my helper, do one on camera, and we will be rolling, fixing the rest. Add a little more meat, baby. Don't be scared. Roll it up into a ball. By the time we're done with this, it will be ready to add into the pot with the potatoes and the carrots.
Like this?
Good job, but roll it a little bit more, looking like Mommy, so that they're nice and firm.
Like this?
Perfect. Okay, you guys, so we're going to continue this process and we'll be back. Okay, you guys, we are done. We have some mixed match, some smaller, some bigger. My helper didn't decide. She couldn't decide if she wanted to make big ones or small ones. But it's okay. They will be eaten. So we're going to go wash our hands. And we are going to get these into the pot. Okay, you guys. So now I'm going to just be adding my meatballs in. The papas and carrots are about halfway done. You want to add these in and let them cook for about 15-20 minutes depending on the meatball size. And you don't want to be stirring because you will break up the albondigas, the meatballs. You want to let them just cook. So we'll let them be in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we will be adding the zucchinis because those cook super quick. Okay, you guys, it's been about 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Show you guys what it looks like. And as you can see, our meatballs are pretty much cooked. They probably have about 5 or 10 minutes left. I'm going to now add my washed, cut up zucchinis because these ones, they cook pretty quick. Like I said, in about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, the albondiga soup will be ready. All right, you guys, so the albondigas are done. I do want to let you know that I made orange rice on the side because I love my orange rice on the bottom. But look at the veggies. Everything is intact. You don't stir it so much. I'm ready to take a bite. My mouth is watery. But I also did make some homemade tortillas, which if you're barely starting to watch my channel, I have this recipe in another video. So here they are. But let's taste this. It's hot. It looks hot, but I'm hungry. Perfect. If you guys do decide to try it, it'd be nice to hear from you guys in the comments on how you guys liked it. If there's anything else you guys like me to try to make, Let me know. My mouth is watery. I'm sorry. Let me know in the comments. Again, thank you for watching my show. Thank you for watching my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe.